wouldn't even hardly know where to begin.
Begin? Where does it end?
Believe it or not, I sleep back here.
Dirk Allman is a collector, and that's putting it...
For man or beast.
not so mild.
It gets there before I do, let's tell you that.
He collects old medicine bottles.
A rheumatism cure. They're throwing away their crutches, you see.
You can see that Dirk doesn't throw away anything.
These are magazine-bound periodicals.
Periodicals and postcards.
20 souvenir views of Asheville, North Carolina.
He has his record collection.
Some of them are recorded in Athens, Greece. How in the world did I end up with them?
He has an old phonograph and an old organ he plays. And Dirk can sing, too.
Billy Bum Bum me crazy, it's crazy about my style.
It may seem crazy clutter, but don't laugh.
There's method to my madness.
He has passion for the past.
To me, it's just beautiful to just go into a corner and just pick up an old letter that somebody wrote during World War I saying, I'm so glad we got the victory over the Germans. That hits me in the gut. Some of this stuff brings tears to my eyes.
And a smile to his lips.
Dr. Thatcher's mixture for diarrhea due to dietary indiscretions. When I was in junior high, I was the only kid that had a subscription to Bottle News.
He hasn't changed a bit.
Everything is because of the past. Everything you see is because of something that somebody did before. If it's not saved, we lose a piece of ourselves. We lose what got us here. I think you lose a lot of depth to your life if you don't have the past around.
And here it is all around.
Stories of siblings often involve love and sometimes tragedy. The story of the Hilton sisters is both. They lived the last years of their life here in Charlotte, sisters joined by blood and by body.
They were connected at the pelvis.
Conjoined twins, Daisy and Violet Hilton.
They were born to a barmaid.
Born in England, 1908.
The woman who midwifed them, she didn't adopt the children, she bought them.
And she booked them on the vaudeville circuit in the U.S.
They knew how to play piano, they knew how to play saxophone.
All be quiet!
In 1932, they played themselves in the movie Freaks.
Which is considered a cult classic, and it was about people who were deformed in some way.
But I don't know what to say.
Just say yes, dear.
They sort of became a obsession with certain men, you know, because they were pretty women. They did have romantic escapades, which could be imaginable what that was like.
Never say you'll be the kind to ever keep one sweetheart on your mind.
The Hilton sisters made another movie in 1950.
Chain for Life, it didn't last. I think you can still find it in a dollar bin somewhere.
Oh, but I was talking about angels from heaven.
Here it is, Daisy and Violet. They're trying to fall in love with some man. Again, the same old problem. They're conjoined.
We've always been the headliners.
After that, their life pretty much went downhill. They were a curiosity, but people lost interest.
In 1962, the Hiltons went on tour. Freaks had been re-released, and Daisy and Violet made the rounds at drive-in theaters.
It was going from one mom-and-pop operation to another, more and more humiliation.
In Monroe, North Carolina, their tour manager stole their money and left them behind.
And they were desperate. They needed a job.
They found jobs here at the old Park and Shop grocery in Charlotte.
They seemed so natural working there in that V formation at that checkout counter. Some people didn't even know they were conjoined.
They sometimes attended this church and lived across the street in this small yellow house until a January day in 1969.
One of them got the flu, one of them died, and the other one may have lingered for 3 days. I mean, maybe one could have saved the other, but they said, you know, we've been through so much. It's time to go.
Never say you'll fall in love.
Just like the show business people that they were, they finally took their final bow. It had been them against the world ever since they were born.
Come on, Daisy, let's get out of here.
If it were fiction, I don't think anybody would believe it. But it was the truth, and this all really happened. I think maybe towards the end, our town, our city of Charlotte, let them have some life with dignity. They were born together, they lived together, and they died together.
I love you.